work with Prince William. We watch Prince William up close, and lots of what he says in this are things that people and sources have said to us about him and his thought process on things. So what I found really interesting was hearing him.
What if everything you thought you knew about the British royal family just got turned upside down? Overnight, Prince William has been quietly preparing for the throne behind closed doors. Now, sources say the moment the world has been waiting for is closer than anyone imagined. King Charles's health is reportedly declining rapidly. Camilla is said to be devastated. And William? He's already making power moves that have shaken Buckingham Palace to its core. Insiders are calling this the biggest royal shakeup in modern history. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could change how you see the monarchy forever. The unofficial king, William, has already taken the throne in all but name. Let's start with the major development quietly circulating through royal circles in Britain and beyond. According to palace sources, Prince William has been acting as an unofficial king for quite some time, especially due to his father's ongoing illness. One insider put it simply, the institution is preparing emotionally for a transition, even though the formalities are not yet complete. Think about that for a moment. The man who is still technically the Prince of Wales is already leading behind the scenes. And this isn't just a random tabloid claim. A well-connected source told Rob Shooter's newsletter that King Charles may hand over the crown to William within the next year, a transition expected to be calm and dignified. What makes this situation even more significant is the context. In early 2024, Buckingham Palace confirmed that King Charles had been diagnosed with cancer. Since then, William has taken on more public responsibilities. He has stepped forward while his father has stepped back, handling engagements, making key decisions, and gradually becoming the face of the monarchy's future. Those familiar with royal affairs say the monarchy survives by adapting, not by waiting to be forced. When the official handover happens, it may feel less like a sudden shift and more like something inevitable. William has been prepared for this role his entire life. Every sign suggests he isn't waiting for the crown. He's already carrying its weight, quietly and strategically. But the situation isn't that simple. While William strengthens his position, not everyone inside the palace is comfortable with these changes. And that brings us to the person most affected by this shift, Camilla. William's rise has been steady and calculated, but Camilla's reaction has reportedly been anything but calm. Insiders claim she was deeply upset over how William and Kate handled Prince Andrew's removal from public life. One source said that when King Charles gave William more control, Camilla reacted emotionally, saying she didn't want this to happen. Whether every detail is accurate or not, multiple reports suggest the same larger picture. Camilla values her role deeply and waited decades to become queen. For her, stepping aside now feels too soon. She doesn't want to fade into the background. There's also a growing perception that William and Kate are positioning themselves as the monarchy's central power duo, leaving Camilla feeling sidelined. One insider described how the push to remove Prince Andrew from Royal Lodge felt like a major power move that excluded her from key decisions. Regardless of intent, people close to Camilla believe William and Kate have placed themselves firmly in control, while she's left watching from the sidelines. Senior royals have reportedly reminded her that the Waleses will soon take charge. One source even suggested that when Kate becomes queen, Camilla's influence will depend entirely on her. For someone who spent years waiting for the crown, that's a harsh reality. It also explains why insiders describe the relationship between Camilla and Kate as deeply strained. And that tension has reportedly grown into something much bigger. The situation between Kate and Camilla is no longer just quiet disagreement. It's described as a serious and ongoing feud. Multiple sources claim the two women struggle to stay in the same room for long, with schedules often adjusted to keep them apart. One major flashpoint was the state visit of U.S. President Donald Trump. According to insiders, the atmosphere was tense, with every detail feeling like a subtle power move. Kate quickly drew attention, escorting First Lady Melania Trump and commanding the spotlight. Palace sources say Camilla noticed and wasn't pleased. Reports suggest Camilla was particularly upset over Kate's choice of tiara at the state banquet, interpreting it as a symbolic message that her time as queen might not last long. This conflict isn't just personal. At its core, it reflects a real struggle for influence and image within a changing monarchy. And for now, many believe Kate is coming out ahead. Sources say Kate believes Camilla needs to step back, especially as her actions have strained William's relationship with his stepmother. Now let's shift focus to William himself and the kind of king he plans to be. What makes this story truly fascinating is that William isn't just preparing to inherit the throne. He's preparing to reshape it. During his appearance on The Reluctant Traveler, he made it clear that change is part of his vision. Not radical change, but meaningful change. He believes some traditions should be reviewed to see if they still fit the modern world. Royal insiders say this could mean less pomp and ceremony, not removing tradition entirely, but simplifying it. Shorter events, less extravagance, fewer outdated elements. William is also expected to streamline the royal household and rethink how royal warrants are given. He wants to ensure long-standing practices still make sense today. Even though he may reduce the number of public engagements, he wants the ones he does attend to have real impact. Instead of symbolic appearances, the focus would shift toward meaningful work. In interviews, William has spoken about creating a monarchy that feels more accessible, less distant, less formal, and more connected to people's lives. Sources also describe him as highly strategic. He doesn't forget easily, and he doesn't forgive quickly. Crossing him could have consequences. This no-nonsense approach is very different from previous monarchs, and it's one reason Camilla is said to be concerned. A clear example of William's leadership style is how he handled the Prince Andrew situation. While King Charles reportedly leaned toward giving his brother some leniency, William pushed for firm action, removing Andrew completely from public life. It was a defining moment. Charles led with emotion, but William acted with practicality, and his approach ultimately won. Royal experts say this shows exactly how William will rule: decisive, disciplined, and focused on protecting the institution above all else. The Andrew situation also deepened tensions with Camilla. Reports claim she saw William and Kate's actions as a power grab, especially when Andrew was pushed out of Royal Lodge. There were also disagreements about how to handle the York family. William preferred to keep them out of the spotlight, while Charles believed showing unity publicly was important. This difference reportedly caused further friction. All of this points to a future King William who prioritizes results over relationships, a sharp contrast to the past. But there's one key figure behind his rise: Kate. You can't talk about William's future without mentioning Kate. Many insiders describe her as the backbone of the entire operation. Her background allows her to connect with ordinary people in a way that strengthens the monarchy's image. She fully supports William's vision, running the monarchy with structure, focus, and stability. She's not just standing beside him. She's actively shaping the future. Experts say her influence will only grow stronger, especially as their children get older. What truly sets her apart is resilience. After facing her own health challenges, she returned to public life with determination, earning widespread admiration. Sources say she understands that the monarchy needs unity and strong leadership, and she's committed to providing both. Through difficult months, she has stood firmly beside William, helping guide major decisions without stepping back. Their partnership is seen as the key to their success, balancing each other and creating stability for the next generation. When William becomes king, Kate won't just be queen consort. She'll be a central force behind a redefined monarchy. So what happens next? When King Charles passes, William will immediately become king. Prince George will become the heir. William is expected to address the nation soon after. He will likely take the name King William V, continuing a long royal tradition. Kate will become Queen Catherine, initially queen consort, but eventually known simply as the Queen. The coronation is expected to be different, shorter, simpler, and more accessible to the public. William aims to run the monarchy with transparency and purpose, moving away from secrecy and outdated expectations. Interestingly, some experts believe he won't strip Harry and Meghan of their titles, as he doesn't want his reign defined by old conflicts. Instead, his focus will be on building a lasting legacy. Still, not everything will change. Traditions like trooping the color are expected to continue, but in a more modern form. As for Camilla, her future role remains uncertain. Reports suggest King Charles wants William to allow her full privileges after his death, but whether William agrees will depend on what he believes is best for the institution. One thing is clear, the British monarchy is entering a new era. William isn't waiting for the crown. He's already shaping the future he wants to lead. The power struggles, the tensions, the behind-the-scenes decisions, all of it is leading to one moment. The rise of King William V. And when it happens, nothing will ever be the same. If this video opened your eyes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next update. Drop a comment below. Do you think William will be a great king? And what role should Camilla have? Let's talk about it.